All right, we're back at it. Yo, audio test. All right, looks good. All right. Well, right off the bat, we got somebody. I didn't record that kill. It's probably not much. Wow, that's disgusting, honestly. Do I get time to destroy this before this guy rushes me? Can I? Brother, I did not click over there. Okay, he's gonna just hunt me down. Cool. Brother, come on. Ah, destroying loot keys, bro. It's just the greatest. Do I bank just for the spec? I wonder if this guy will stay for me. Bro, I had the splash, didn't I? Fuck, I messed up. Wow, no anti-fires. Is that it? I should have froze him up there. We might have to get rid of this cat. Really? Did he get dragged? Come on, I needed that. Messing it all up. Got him. He didn't know I had the spec, obviously. Wait, we got two. He had a key on him, I guess. Alright. What's it gonna be? First kill of the day? Well, second kill, I suppose. Alright. So his loot wasn't that great. The guy he killed was even worse. He killed a tensioner. I guess I'm better than when I started off yesterday, but I still need to warm up a bit. Where is it? Did a little bit better at brew managing that kill, I suppose. Although, I mean, the guy wasn't necessarily a sweat. He was like 8 combat levels lower, so is what it is. The hell? We didn't repot. I didn't even notice that. What's up, man? I wonder if there's a viable multi-area we could PK in. I don't even know if, like, the big Hunterman clans and stuff still exist like they used to. Can't not one-hit that. Wow, what do we have here? Got some PK activity tonight. Yeah, my immediate thought went to rogues. I don't know, it seems more popular than maybe lava dragons. Honestly, does seem like it's hit by PKers a little bit more often, though, maybe, though. I don't know. I haven't really looked up, like, how much loot per hour you can make killing dudes at rogues, or, like, or more like what they make, realistically. Wow, we got PK activity in every single world, just about. Too bad we got them all, like, everyone's paired up, already fighting somebody. Wow. I missed that because I had to turn on my recorder. Otherwise, that guy didn't really actually log immediately. You know, honestly, why don't all these bots just have level 3s? How's the mouse been? A little bit better. Yesterday, I was having like a... Whoa, what's this? Brother, how many times did I click on that guy? Was I not spam clicking that guy or what? Anyway, yesterday I was having like an issue, bro. Like, I don't even think it was just the mouse. I think it was half the reason was just me. Like, hopefully I don't have that now. I don't feel so off today, but we'll see. As soon as this motherfucker spawns, or like as soon as the world loads, bro, like, why does it take 10 minutes to hop sometimes? Why am I on that guy, though? Oh, my God, I messed everything up. I don't know why I immediately just clicked over there. Like, I clicked before I even seen the guy, just about. Well. Am I on the right? Oh, go figure. I knew it. Like, I'm gonna just say it. If I touch my Gmaul and go for the KO, it's guaranteed they catch the freeze. Guaranteed. Why is he praying melee, bro? Just sees I'm unfrozen, immediately prays melee. Don't have my anti-fire as well. This guy. This guy's a pussy, bro. You're gonna camp melee the entire time, right? Fight's over, buddy. That's disgusting, bro. You literally... Yeah, I showed the Gmaul because guess what? If I put the Gmaul on, he can splash 82 times, but if I put the Gmaul on, it's as if I put on full set of rune. Like, literally. Like, pay attention, because I've been saying that since the beginning of time. It happens in every situation of PKing for me. Well, I mean, regarding freezing is if freezing is involved is what I'm trying to say. I am the human punching bag when it comes to max hits and freezing. Not my max hits, but when I'm getting hit, dude, I swear it's like Just place me in your POH and you won't have to even buy a dummy, man. Like, all right. Anyway, the human punching bag. I'm the human centipede. But anyway, yeah, I was considering running a Debo for a while there. It's just a matter of like, I don't know. I have a Debo, and then what do? They just pray. Just keep range prayer up the whole time. They just got to know what I have. As long as they know what I have, you know, they're good to go. What am I doing? It's also, if you think about it, it's different when this little pussy's camping under 30. Because it's like not an Outlast at that point. He can have a glory telly anytime he wants. I can't Outlast, nor can I KO, and then what do? You notice the people I fight, though, they don't even, like, they virtually don't one-tick anything. Most of the people I've been fighting aren't one-ticking anything. And I guess that's, to be fair, I mean, the guy didn't have a spec bar to go off his Debo, right? And that's, I guess I don't have a spec bar either. Okay, so I to put it lightly, I guess they're not just one ticking, or to not put it so lightly. I think, like for instance, that guy was 2 or 3 ticking the dark bow, to be honest. Because if he could one tick it, he could easily get me. A one tick can still be hard depending on if you already have a, like if you already know they're gonna do it, that's different. But I mean, 2 tick, I guess you could say. Yeah, and I Venom. Or, yeah, I gotta do... Man, I hate that. Oh, yeah, that's correct. I have to bring the anti-Venom. The anti-fire I do not need to bring. Okay, I just noticed something that could have messed me up big time. Has anyone ever been, say, PKing, for instance, and they get a little, like, a YouTube notification, and for whatever reason, the notification, like the Windows notifications, the hitbox extends beyond the actual, like, graphic layout, and if you have your window low on your screen, it'll, like, sometimes block the bottom of your inventory. Is anyone familiar with what I'm saying there? Wow. That's interesting, dude. Well, first of all, welcome back. I assume you're the guy that I call the guy with no name. And, yo, Savage Jesus, I think I haven't seen you up in here, so, welcome to the chat. I wish my title was, honestly, a little bit more... I wish it could be completely true. If we do see a bronze man, that'd be nice, but, like, I guess they're all training now. I missed the boat by, like, 1 day because we literally took 3 days to try to get that stupid scroll. And when they all come back, they're going to be level 80 or something like that, I think. So now we don't even have an advantage. You know, a lot of those guys are better at PKing than me. I don't know about all of them. All I know, like, I don't even know who's on all the teams. I know Greg, Odablock, West Ham. I know those 3 guys are definitely better than me. They PK more than me, but I don't think everyone's better than me. I don't even see. I don't know if Elfie's on one of their teams. I think I'm better than him as long as I'm warmed up. But the purple. Yeah, I think it's 12, right? All right, let's go. You know, I'm to the point where I don't even know if I need the stamina potion for what I'm doing. Because I've yet to drink a single sip yet. Whoa. Man, it's one of those days where people just come and go. I find it very weird that the numbers that we get in this stream just seem so random. I wonder why these bots, assuming that they are bots, why are they just always like a random combat level? Like, I wonder what they were doing to get 38 combat. Like, what could you possibly do lucratively to get 38 combat? Like, all I could think is maybe something like killing Chaos Druids or something, which isn't even lucrative. I guess I don't know, maybe they take these accounts that are, like you said, hacked, and because they're not valuable accounts, they use them to bot, and they probably sell the valuable accounts straight up just for what they are, instead of botting with it and losing the account potentially. I don't know if that's a sound theory, but this is something I don't understand, how there's like bots inside of bots. And like this 3x3 layout. Is this guy like the headmaster here? I saw Nocturnal with Diddy. Who the hell is... What? Wait. How did... Are you... You gotta be in the chat, bro. What the hell? I am showing my world, but I see what you did there. You just looked at where I'm going. See, I don't recognize the guy's RSN, but it's one of you guys for sure. I guess that's like, I wouldn't call it necessarily stream sniping, but I guess that's like the first time that's happened. Is it Ryan Cornelius? Is that you, Bubby? I feel like sometimes I'm vibing with this RuneScape music. Sometimes it's kind of chill. Like, it doesn't take much brain power to listen to, if you know what I mean. Doesn't conflict with the commentary, I feel like, either. Just give me a second. I'm gonna log out real quick. Cornholio! Probably should have hopped first. I'm just gonna be stuck in the same world. Dude, I don't know what is it with this music track. I kind of just downloaded these songs off of, what is this? Off of freaking a website kind of deal. It seems like they skip like a CD almost. If only we weren't frozen for that. Did I really get smited? Or did I turn my prayer off? It's pretty bad I don't even know that. Oh shit, oh shoot. Don't freeze me. Kind of needed that one. Wow. He actually catch that. That's rude. Should have potted first. What am I doing? Max smack. I'm probably gonna die from that. Am I frozen or something? Ah, I'm messing up my inventory bad. I'm like tunnel vision into my inventory and the splashing and everything. Man, misclick city. Wow. How are these... Bro. Hey, I'm glad to see that there's, like, not all sweats out here. My biggest problem, as it stands, is basically my inventory is just getting scattered, and then it throws me off big time. That's why top switching is definitely, like, kind of OP. I don't want to have to switch my entire, you know, years of learning how to do it like this. Just because they made an update to make everything easier. Really wasn't that great a loot. Wow, a fortune or... Fortune, what a fortune. I just made a fortune. If you notice, I kind of start out a little, like, a lot better than... You know, toward the end, I get a little scattered because my inventory, like, the top items start disappearing and then I have to bring them down and stuff. Well, not disappearing, but I use the supplies. Maybe I should turn off File Smasher for that reason. Wow, Small Tech. How long have you been NHing? Because the update's only been around for I would say multiple updates, maybe 2 years. I don't know. I have a hard time keeping track of time, but the update where it was like, you know, you could rearrange your spells and your prayers. It's just, I don't know, bro. It's just honestly cringe. What are they going to do next to just make everything easier? I don't know why I got 10 of them out. Do you use the spells, the, what do you call it? Spells and prayer reorder, I think it's called. It's just broken, bro. And then you see me, I have to drag my item down all the time because my muscle memory is the way you're supposed to PK, not the updated way. Did we go ahead and turn Vial Smasher off? Thing about that is I have food up here still. It's not enough to really take up the space completely. I'll think about it. What do you got a games necklace for? Yeah, I know where it is. It's just... How important do you think that is, in your opinion, to keep the vials in your inventory? Also, I kind of just realized I don't need a 4-dose Venom. Well, I'm you know what? I probably shouldn't just skimp out because it's like I'm not risking that much. People get mad about it as it is. So maybe I'll just keep it like that. You know, I wish I seen more value in things like the Elder Robes, and I see a lot of value in the Occult still, but it just feels stupid to me. The upgrades that cost so much more are extremely marginally helpful. Like, if it doesn't have damage or strength bonus, it's not really useful unless you're fighting against somebody with defense. 7. Yeah. So as you can see, like, you know, I guess the strat could just be I still keep my 2 food up here as long as I possibly can and try to work on the bottom food. And obviously I don't want to have to focus on food because that's not going to help me brew. So I'm still going to be focusing brews as much as I can. But you know what I can't do, or what I haven't really learned to do properly, is the Blitz. And the reason why I haven't done Blitz is the way I look at it is like, what's going to be more effective? A Blitz or an on-prayer Bolt? I feel like the Bolt is still almost as good, if not just as good, and you don't blow the chance at getting a more effective refreeze. Because then when you freeze them with this, they're not frozen as long, and then the cooldown time is the same, and it's just... I don't know, it doesn't seem that great, even though everyone does it. I guess we'll turn Vial Smasher back off, but... I don't know if that's gonna help that much. It might. That could maybe be a big problem that I'm having that I don't even really fully acknowledge. Do we got our spec? Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I already know I don't have a anti-fire and stuff in there. I don't know if that's what you're trying to say. I was going to grab it, but then I'm like, I'll get it on the way back. Oh, let's see. Teach me, blah, 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 fire, planet. Which option is it? Oh, is it at the actual, like, I gotta talk to the dudes with the axe? Is that what it is? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just remember that. Freak. Oh, yeah. It's not even a part of the dialogue. I guess we're gonna maybe hit up Rev soon. What do you think? Do you think that's gonna actually have some people there? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I just do that? Like, for whatever reason, my brain just kind of regressed thinking that Clan Wars was in a different area. Okay, at some point I need to like reorder my my potion tab. I need to have it more efficiently laid out. Dude behind the telly. Oh, yeah. Dude behind the telly. Wait, what? Do we just at some point take out this guy? Just for the hell of it, see if we can. Ignore this. You've sorted. Okay, yeah. You just basically issued a statement. It's like, ignore this statement that I'm saying currently. But yeah. Just a second. Let me fix this. Maybe we want to hop the way we were yesterday, was just kind of like not in the same order. Or it's kind of like based on the whatever event that world hosts kind of deal. So it's not just linear, so somebody can't find me as easy if they were like sniping me or something. Well, you know what? If he's a bot and we did get on TBs, I mean there might be a chance. Or maybe the bot just doesn't know how to eat, or who knows what. But you know what? I can actually hit him on the main, I think. I think I can hit him on the 126. Let's see if this guy logs. If that guy was still in the chat, you know, the guy who was asking me how to Gmaul. I think that was a good example of a 2-tick. I think it was a 2-tick. I'd have to. I mean, it's possible to do a 1-tick, but I don't think I'm doing that very consistently. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it even worth like banking every time I want to get spec back? It's like the only thing is like, imagine I find somebody like really juicy and I just don't have spec, because it's already happened multiple times where I'm like, damn, I wish I had spec. And the guys that I'm fighting, they don't know if I have spec or not. So they're probably treating the fight like I do have spec, right? The same as I would to them. And the problem with that is you want them to think that you don't have spec when you don't have spec, ideally. And it's just kind of a lot harder to kill somebody, but... what am I doing? forgetting here? Got the anti-fire. Looks like we got it, right? Well, you know, as you've seen, I've made use of the bop. I mean, I killed damn it. Why is his name so simple yet I can't remember it? QC? It's QC, right? Yeah. TQ. You seen, I bopped them with a 35, so I mean, sometimes it pulls up and pulls through and does what it has to do. TQ. I'll just remember it's the opposite of QT. TQ. Wait a minute. Extended super anti-fire. That's only a 6-minute thingy. Why did I think it was also like 12 minutes? What am I doing? What am I doing? Use purple one. Extended. Oh, it's got to be a super extended, right? Alright, I'll remember that next time if we get caught with our pants down. This time around, I guess just is what it is, right? How's the music and microphone balance sounding? I always ask this. Oh, yeah, you're right. That makes sense because it doesn't have to be a... No, it has to be an extend... Now I'm confused because the extended should have just worked, right? We want the extension. We don't need the super because we're not fighting a dragon. I think that's how it works, right? Which should have meant that that was the potion, but I don't know. We'll figure it out when we bank. All right. Let's log in. We still got him, even though that was pretty scuffed. I have a feeling this guy might have something just based on the fact he was eating actual real food. Oh yeah, we got rich. We got 14.5. It's just mind-boggling to me. It's like, how do you find so many people with, like, they've been there for 35 seconds kind of deal? Why is it, like, almost every person, or, like, every bot specifically, why are they just... How are they being lucrative when they literally die every 3 chins that they catch? Like, it's just weird to me. So what's the name on the anti-fire that we're looking for? I would think it would be extended, but I thought that's what I grabbed out of the bank. Yeah, isn't that what I grabbed as an extended? have to look again. They purple, not pinky. I got a purple pinky. Alright. See, so what is this? Extended super. So that you're telling me that the super reduces the amount of time? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what's happening? So it's this one, and we don't have many of them. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and see if this will reorder it to the bottom. No, it doesn't. Where is it? Slightly colorblind, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's go ahead and just do this. Wait, you're talking about a basic ass one. So it's not an extended, it's just a basic one? Wait, the extended ones are 300 GP? Wow, they really are. What the hell? That must be because like it's a good solid herb lore training thing to make those. What do you say we go to the GE and buy some more so we don't have to immediately go back? Why does this guy say my name? You in a clan, bro? Yep. Let's just give it a cheeky little plug, you know? Because we need it. I don't know why I got another ring out. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. So it's this one, right? I don't know why I did that. Could have just clicked 100. Let me put a slow burner buy on that and buy like 10 of them, I guess. I don't know. Alright, we'll just keep these at the bottom, I guess. I'm considering maybe changing my title of the stream. I don't know if that's gonna actually help. Well, let's see. We've been live for, let me look, 49 minutes. So yeah, I mean, we're definitely not getting the clicks. I don't know how we were getting like, you know, 20, 24 viewers just doing Royal Titans, you know? It's kind of weird. Dude, why does my, like, honestly, why does my guy run over there? It's as if I'm clicking through my inventory. That's happened more than once. Wait a minute, I didn't sip this. Okay, how long is it? It's 12. Alright, I must have did that last night, though. Didn't I use that last night? Because I remember seeing 12. Dude, I have, like a weird muscle memory, like, from my main account when I bank. It's like everything's a little different on here. Oops. let's go. Well, realistically, you know, it doesn't matter if I just waste them. Why don't you set a bank tab? I don't like those bank tags because they... If you partition it the way you want, it'll switch other setups. It'll switch your other tabs around. Maybe I'll sneak up on this guy. Maybe he doesn't see me. Make it seem like... Okay, okay. Wait, did he log? I freaking blinked and he logged. Bro, he didn't see me that whole time? Yeah, mine do, definitely. Like, one time I made a... So I have a main tab on my... and it's probably... It might have something to do with, like, because it was in the main tab, but my main tab has, like, the gear and stuff. All my gear on my main. And, I wanted to set up a PK tab, so I had, like, I pulled the AGS over into the side tab, and that rearranged whatever tab it was in, like, on the main tabs, so... Unless they made an update since then. And then on top of that, doesn't it carry over if you're using the same, like... What do you call it? Fucker. Like, it's based on your rune light, not your account, which is even more annoying. I probably should avoid the Australian worlds. I don't know, man. Come on. It's just so boring when you see somebody just wearing nothing like that, because you know it's going to go down the same way every time. And I'm going to get 14k, you know? That's not too bad. Let's, just for fun, let's start guessing how many chins we get. I'm going to say that was... Man, I don't even know the price of a chin. I'm assuming they must be like 2k with all these bots. So I'm going to say that's 33 chins. Maybe they're like 2.4k. Alright, I'm going to guess that's 34 chins. Did I say 32 originally? I gotta look back at that. I'm pretty sure I accidentally switched my answer and I was right to begin with. Must have a 3-dose laying around here somewhere. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at it wrong. No, we do have a... Let me look at this. Alright, let's get out... Where's the 3-dose? We'll go like this. There's the 1-dose, we'll go like this. And we'll re-put it back in so it goes to the bottom, just to make it easy. So, that's actually a thing. This extended super only lasts 6 minutes. And the normal one lasts double that. Is that like a real thing? Because that seems kind of weird. Like, you'd think this extended would be better, if anything. Maybe I should just start spam clicking right here. Nothing. It's weird how they want to, like, do Hunter on top of each other, but they have an open spot right here to just hunt. It's kind of weird. I wonder if they stack on each other like that just so they can make sure there's good odds that the chin doesn't wander. Damn it. Bro, I'm really tempted to, like, get on the main and just start wiping that guy out. I wonder if he, like, holds, like, 500 chins at a time before he banks. It's whack. Freaking Neubauer. Be nice to just see like a newbie PK or like we had earlier. Like we had a couple fights right off the bat. Come on. Lame. Would that be a play going to a bounty hunter world? Ah, pretty dry out here. Boring. This might be the time to hit up revs, honestly. Bro, the one guy I probably could attack, yeah. Unbelievable. See if this guy logs on me. What a puss. Let's just run it. Makes me think this guy's a real guy. Maybe he won't even run. By some weird chance he... Okay, never mind. Brother. Maybe it's like shoot first, ask questions later kind of deal. Like, don't even right click on the guy. Just go ahead and left click to attack. Because if I just left click on that guy, there's a chance I would have hit him. Where's the... How low can I hit? The line for hitting 47s is right here. Let me go ahead and repot. Damn, bro. You're killing me, Jagex. Alright, let's go. What the hell kind of... This is like the first dead world I've seen. Wow. It's gonna be 10K. All right. Guess we stay. Why this guy's up here. Nice. Ugh, yuck. Wow. The good old forgetting the glory. That's cool, small tech. But you know what, man? You're wrong. You're supposed to do 50 attack. Nah, I'm playing with you. Nah, I debated if, you know, if and when I want to do 60 attack. It's a little bit more versatile. You got a guy in 509 or what? It is a 50. Wait. Now you got me confused because you said 60. Did you mess up? That's kind of unique to see. That makes me think it was a real player. Like just the bruise being worth more than the damn chins, right? But they didn't even try to use them either, so that's even weirder. You know, somebody had an idea. I heard in Oda's chat, even though Oda admitted that he didn't come up with it. Like somebody in his chat came up with it. Okay, I just kind of, you know what I mean. But anyway, somebody had an idea that you could have offer codes for different various content creators to buy bonds for like a certain percentage off, and then the content creator would also get a certain percentage of the cut. Yo, what's up, man? Haven't seen you come through on YouTube. Oops. Tell these guys about the OG free-to-play content. The hammer builds. Yeah, I've been streaming for a little while on YouTube here. I tried Kick for a while, but it just seemed kind of like, quite honestly, I think it's botted, if I'm being honest. That was a tank. Interesting. Is this the same guy who had the bruise, I wonder? He had bruise, now he has a bruise. There ain't no way he caught that many, though, in that time. Wow, what an idiot. I forgot the glory again. Let me just type that in my chat so I don't do it again. Interesting. It's kind of strange to see people killing green dragons. I feel like that's not like a thing anymore. Let's check out this garbage loot. Yeah, garbage 22 chins. Stacking up, though. Maybe we should just title this video like, yo, I mindlessly PK'd 10,000 chins in one sitting. It's not very exciting. I mean, I like to actually fight some real PKers or something. I don't mean any, like, I don't want to fight any super sweats that I don't have a chance against, but, like, I set out to actually kill some iron or some bronze men. This ain't it. What's up, Wavy? Wavy Surf. Yeah, I wish there was some viable versions of actually team PKing like there used to be. But it's just not how it used to be. I remember back in the day, some of the funnest experiences I had was 2-man or 3-man multi-rev PKing. Because there were so many actual PVMers that it was like... It wasn't like fishing for 10 hours to try to find somebody. And there tend to not be like gigantic teams in every world. So... To me, like 2 or 3 people was like the sweet spot because there's honestly, I don't know how anyone has fun with like the 20-man teams. I know that's like really popular, clanning, so to speak. But it's like you're not doing anything, man. You're just bolting. Like it's not like it doesn't take skill. What's up, PKW Max? I use a pool in your house and not just use the one in Ferox, because this pool doesn't give you the spec back unless I've been sleeping on it the entire time. I'm like 90% certain it doesn't. It's identical to walking in and out of this portal. So I guess essentially the one in my house plus this equals the, if you combine the two, it's basically the exact same thing as the highest tier one in your house. Just takes a couple extra steps. But they wouldn't be, you know, they wouldn't allow you to use that and replace the one that you paid a lot of money for and worked hard for that you put in your house, because that would just devalue it. So Wavy, did you also kind of like sort of copy my build out? Okay, watch this. We're gonna ambush this guy. Oh, 121, what is he doing? Yo, what in the world is that? What a troll. This person's back. I'm suspecting they don't have a lot of chins, so maybe we don't blow spec. Ooh, that 0. Should almost let them pick up the traps. There's like 5 of them on the ground. That's gonna be liquid nothing. How is this guy catching chins that fast? That is the same guy, isn't it? Are we just gonna farm this guy for a few hours? He catches more chins in 5 minutes than I can catch in like half an hour or something. Oh my god, dude, we forgot the glory again. That's crazy. That's buying this guy more time to catch more chins, I guess, so it's not really hurting us. Same, dude, I feel like I'm in some kind of weird dimension where like everything repeats here, because it's like I'm seeing the same thing now as I pass by. One guy tellies, the other guy is the same guy standing in the exact same spot. We go back to the chins, it's the exact same thing. We hop worlds, we got the same exact level 90 something down south. Where's our high or lowest level we can hit? Wait, let's follow this guy. Come on, buddy. We can hit a 100. Man, just out of range. You've been noticing it. You notice the past like 10 minutes, it's like some kind of deja vu limbo, like you said, yeah. It's just one big deja vu burger. Alright, what'd this moron have? 26 chins. He caught 26 chins in what, like maybe 5 minutes, sort of, like maybe around there, I think. What do they call it? Chinese man with an overbite. Chin Champa. Oh, yeah, glory, obviously. I literally almost possibly did that again. Or potentially did it again. Or I was potentially going to do it again. What do you guys think? Am I gonna tele back up there and see the same guy? I know we're gonna see the level 90 below him, but are we gonna run into the same level 81? I'm gonna sorta lean toward yes. Was he standing there? I don't even know. Oh, the level 90's not there either. Oh, never mind. I guess he is banking relatively frequent by the looks of it. Seems like it would almost make more sense to have a mule. Man, one combat level off. How much are these box traps? I wonder if there's like a strat, like say you were starting out like fresh from level 3 as a moneymaker. Your strat could be to come here. Actually, I don't know if that would work because you can't scare off the bots. But like imagine you scare them off and then you just take their traps. Okay, never mind, that's ass. Can we stand? No, that... Wait, can we stand higher? And no, that doesn't work. Never mind. starting to wonder if I overloaded my YouTube tags. Maybe the algorithm's a little confused. Maybe we'll get rid of some of them next stream. See if that helps. Come on, buddy. Oh, we just have these stubborn worlds that just take forever sometimes. Any damn day now. You know, I'm sort of confused why, at the very least, why revs aren't important, or why aren't they popular anymore? Like, why would something like chins be popular and not revs? Like, chins are vastly more popular, and I would have to say that the money per hour is not as good. And, I don't know, maybe they trained these accounts to resell for like 9,900 accounts or something. Or maybe they bought a little bit of everything, and then they have like almost like a complete count to sell. Like, just with overall good stats. I clicked on that damn guy. It's the worst when you see that, because then you know that they were high enough combat to actually attack. No, man. Well, it's a bot, so it's zero work, right? But if you were to have to compare like the effort of hunting versus revs, I mean, hunting's a million times worse. Don't tell me you've never hunted before. I mean, technically, Hunter is one of the most click-intensive skills outside of, like, you know, if you include tick manipulation. Word. You, like, that's the most depressing thing is, you know, when they hop, they detected I'm high enough level or low enough level to kill them, or vice versa. You know, it's funny, too, because I'm sitting here like, Jagex, you need to take care of this bot problem. But at the same time, where would we be if we didn't have the bots? Like, any at all? This is so disgusting, bro. We would just be out here in the desert just killing nobody, right? There has to be some way, like, Jagex should just, like, one day be like, okay, we detect this guy as a bot. We're going to disable certain features that he has on his script. Like, we're going to make it so he can't log out instantly as soon as he sees you. We're just going to target that bot, and I don't know. Maybe that would be injecting money into the economy, though. Maybe that wouldn't be a good thing for the economy. But I guess it doesn't matter, because they're getting away with it and they're selling it, and then it's still going to the economy anyway. Plus, they're not losing the chins anyway, so the chins aren't going anywhere. Wait. Come on, bro. How did I not notice that guy? Wait. Whatever, man. Oh. Somebody needs like a dedicated account. Maybe even just make it your own bot that just goes around at like 25 combat or something around there and just hops worlds repetitively just to end this bot farm. All you gotta do is log in, and they literally just cleared themselves. Interesting. Wow, and we pull up and we get a new... This guy's gonna TB me. Wait, what? Wait, did I just save myself by doing that? Man, never mind. He's only level 40. Can I PM you if there's... Can I guess, but how do I get them to off you? Yeah, and also that's a little sus sounding, because then he's telling me he wants to PM me, but then it's me just leaking the world to this random guy. He's probably, you know what he's probably doing? I wonder if he's like, kind of like, sort of like a paid actor, so to speak, trying to get me to get scouted by like one of the bronze men or something, maybe. Ah, dude, we need some like big kills or something. Like, it's sad that like in order to be a YouTuber, like it almost seems like people have to fake clips. Like when it comes to PKing, at least, because this is so dead. I've never once faked clips. I've helped people with bigger channels fake a clip here and there. I don't necessarily have like huge moral dilemmas with doing that, but I also don't like it. You know, it takes away from like everyone who's not faking. But I guess that's just kind of like how the world is. Like, you got to be predatorial, I guess, when it comes to being successful. I don't know. Dude, there's certain specific people that piss me off, though. Like when it comes to that. Like, when I see somebody who's straight dog wiener at PKing and they're getting, like, bigger kills than I've ever seen in my life, like, personally, like, that just pisses me off. Because it's like, okay, so they have a YouTube channel, and every noob and their brother thinks that this guy's a really good PKer because they actually see him making money. And then they watch a channel like mine, and they'll be like, well, I'm not subscribing to this guy because, look, he's only PKing, you know, like 200k PKs or whatever. Like, I don't want to watch this. This guy sucks. But they don't realize, like, the guy that they love is just faking it. That sounded real gay. The guy that they love is really just faking it. Yeah, I think oftentimes, I mean, what it really, I can't talk. What it boils down to is what I'm trying to say is, like, you got to be a piece of shit to be successful in this world. A lot of times, you know. I'll just die poor. Can we hit him? We got what, brother? Like, were we not in range to kill that guy? You better give me a damn breadstick, bitch. No. Dude, we just spammed that guy and we couldn't attack him. I don't know how to make sense of that. maybe spamming cancels out the barrage. I don't think it does, but maybe. So it's happened more than once, but I don't know. The only reason why I'm spamming is because I'm not 100% certain that I'm in range. So as I'm getting closer, you know, it would increase the chance of actually not messing it up. Mother, brother. I almost feel like you should be able to, like, if you have the hunter level, you could just loot their traps. If they log out, it's like a free, you know, free for all. Like anyone can just loot their traps. Wouldn't that be like the ultimate OP way to, what you call it, to get your level up? Maybe it would just yield no XP. Maybe that would be the kicker. You fat piece of lard. Yeah, dude, it's like the smell from hell out here. Oh, bro, it's just depressing. Like, everyone I see is like, oh, wow, I found a guy I can attack. Nope. Scripter. But ready to log in here any day now? Okay, look at I'm just spamming the screen. That's my way of warding off bots. Because, like, if there was anyone there to kill, like, we would just blow it by not doing that. It's just spam, 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 spam. We need an amulet of the bot slayer. 15% damage and accuracy bonus to all bots. I don't know why I just turned on preserve. Do we even blow our spec on this guy? Wow, that's actually disgusting. .305, like the is that the world where everyone just like willingly fights? Do I have to go to revs? Because I see that's where normally people do that, but I don't know if this is like a, in this area is more catered to pures maybe or something. And is 305's like, is 305 literally all just mega sweats, or is it people of varying degrees of skill set, you know? Yeah, I take it you're talking about Brev Caves, right? Like right where you log in kind of deal? Wait, I'll let this guy get on me. Wow, son of a bitch. Well, hopefully I'm just better than him. That was a chance. Well, let's say he's not one ticking. My biggest flaw is just the lack of, what do you call it? Ability to use brews effectively. And now I'm messing up my switches a little bit here and there. Yeah, I'm messing up pretty bad. I'm probably brewed way down right now. Doesn't help to splash. Doesn't help that this guy's gear is overpowered. Level 90, like, you had to TB me. This guy's telling me to go to multi. Is that death? Did he just hit a 39 through prayer, or am I losing my brain right now? What a noob. Congratulations on the 10K. Oh wait, did he do that to get... Oh, he did that to off me? Wow, what? That's what he gets for attacking somebody 10 combat levels lower, I suppose. Oh yeah, I got a log to tally. Yeah, I have to warm up. I have to... But it's good practice that I got to get used to the brewing. It's not like we didn't chance him, though. See, I'm like a little bit more accustomed to getting a KO than the Outlast with this setup. At least on a pure, like, I have a little harder time managing the HP sometimes. But, I mean, what do you want? I mean, Ladle smacks along with Fire Surge. Like, his DPS was just way ahead of ours. Let's see, level 90, what could he have had? Like, I don't know if that makes sense without having defense. Like, he must have had, like, 80 attack, I'm guessing. That's kind of funny, though. We actually had somebody save us. Like, super clutch, too. Like, couldn't have got much closer to that without actually planking. At first, I thought the guy was, like, on me, or, like, going against me. But I think he attacked me to switch up the aggro. I think he had to do that for some reason. Yeah, the thing about the pure is, like... If you notice, like, now that I'm a little bit more warmed up, my switches and stuff like that... and barrages and stuff are pretty decent, but I lack a lot in the aspect of like keeping managing my HP and repotting and stuff like that. I honestly feel like, though, soon as you like brew up, if you got to use brews, you brew up, you may even use 3 in a row, even if you're bolting the guy, you sip or restore, and then when you go and sip your combat potions again, you're already needing to rebrew again. Like, that's the part I'm dealing with that I can't really figure out. Let's actually take a look at the combat tracker here, and maybe we'll derive something from it, because maybe, you know, if you're taking major damage, like higher than you're meant to, like through prayers and stuff like that, it's a lot harder to avoid that. But let's just see if that's the case. What do you guys think? Did I beat him on prayer overheads? I don't think I beat him on... Yeah, I'm definitely negatives. Okay, he beat me, but I mean, that's what happens when I'm forced to eat. Like, I'm clicking way more than he has to. And keep in mind, I mean, his combat levels are a lot higher. And I don't know, does lateral accuracy, is it affected by attack at all? Probably not. But yeah, and the thing is, he did 60 damage, roughly, more than he was supposed to. And you got to keep in mind with the tracker, when somebody has DDS, it's a lot easier to win on tracker because the overall DPS is higher. Whereas I got one spec, it's a Gmaul, and if it doesn't clear the guy, I'm not really doing much after that. That's another thing that's bad about 50 attack. You kind of just blow it, and then like you don't have a fight after that. Let me check up on what you're talking about with the mic. 1 second. Give me a second here. Let me make sure it's actually not messed up. Let me see something here. Hopefully I'm just better than him. Yeah, I'm definitely negatives. Okay, he beat me, but I mean, that's what happens when I'm forced to eat. Like, I'm clicking way more than he has to. What the hell? I don't know. I couldn't tell you what that is. You're one deaf, you're going to get hit. Tracker might be unreliable against other builds besides Pure's. Tracker definitely has its various quirks and inaccuracies. And, keep in mind, I mean, it's definitely not like the most perfect thing in the world. You know what's really funny is, like, it's so crazy because, like, why is it that, like, a lot of times negative things that create trolls can actually produce more interactions and more clicks than something that you, like, worked hard on or something positive? Let me just give you an example. So, one time I was just feeling gaslit in LMS and I was, like, posting the trackers on Twitter. I didn't at anybody. I didn't tag a single person. And next thing you know, Malzar pulls up because he's seen the tweet. And he starts trying to grill me. It's like, oh, the trackers, you did this wrong or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, then that triggers everyone in their mother to pull up and be like Perp showed up. He's like, sit down, you dog. And then, like, I've seen, like, Pip, which I've collabed with, and I don't really care for the guy much anymore. He just, like, liked it or made fun of it and stuff, and like 10 other freaking content creators. They're just like, they all, like, commented on this. It's like, okay, like, you'll overlook like 20 good things and then just focus on something like that. Why is it that, like, the easiest way to get famous is to be hated these days? You know what I mean? Like, I should just be an island boy. Also, dumb, stupid shit sells, right? Anyone who goes viral is usually a piece of crap or a stupid person. Like, whoever, like, decided that, like, hey, I'm subscribing to Jack Dorky. Like, why would you do that? I've seen his content, too. It's not entertaining. Maybe it's for kids, though. I don't know. What am I doing here? I guess I'm not missing anything. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I didn't follow certain, like, big content creators before they actually blew up. And maybe now they just became boring. But why is it that the ones that come from the RuneScape community I can understand and see why they became famous. Like, we can understand why Odablock became famous. It does make sense. But I watched, like, XQC for a minute, and it's literally just... he just seems like a normal dude at best. Like, why... Like, is he a good gamer? I don't know. You say... oh, Will, yeah, we did talk about our age, right? Yeah, I would say you're right about that. Okay, but can anyone see any kind of, like, talent in Jack Dorky? Does anyone see any entertainment value in his videos? Once again, like I said, I feel like there was a point in time where certain content creators were entertaining. And then something happened where, you know, they became famous and now they just don't try. They're just famous for being famous at this point. Let me re-up my bolts. I gotta re-up my barrage too. Yeah, I guess there's certain people that I feel like stand out like that too, where you just know that they're going to be successful. I can't mention many names, but I mean, I was personal friends with Behemoth for many years, and many years before he even really had any success. He was in my CC, my personal one, you know, actually, which I'm in right now. If anyone wants to join, oh wow, it looks like some people well, there was only my other account and some other guy that was in the stream, but damn it, do I go on tangents? But anyway, Behemoth, he was in my CC for a while and stuff, and like, he was in my Discord. We used to talk every day, basically. Long story short, he basically started streaming. He got successful. He got a lot of donations. He started his own CC. He quit streaming, and then he started doing the... originally, he was offering to pay content creators for their clips, but then when his channel got big enough, he realized that he didn't have to pay anybody, just the promotion was enough. So, yeah. And then you have, like, you know, people like Oda, you'll never see him on Behemoth because he doesn't give him permission, because that would actually funnel views from Oda. It wouldn't help him because, yeah, Oda's an even bigger content creator than all of Behemoth's channel, so... This person again, bro. It's been a while since we. What, brother? Like, can you explain the mechanics behind that? I go to attack the guy and it won't cast a barrage. Like, I can sit here and attack this guy that I'll never kill. Wait. What the? I didn't even mean to click them all. Bro, that's like, ugh. Well, I can't say it's as far as to... I can't go as far as to say that, like, I helped Behemoth in that sense, but we have collabed on a few videos. We literally made... I don't even want to talk about these videos because one of them's still on my channel. You could actually watch it, but it's so cringe. I guess you guys can watch it, but I'm not going to promote it. I like recently sent it to Behemoth. I put it on a tweet or something. He's like, dude, take that down, bro. That's cringe. Like, my ability to make videos was so bad, my commentary was just awful. Brother, like, get a life with your logout crap. Yeah, well, like my buddy once said, the first time I heard about this, and I never really put a great deal of thought into it, is empathetic people will always have a harder time being successful in life. And I see him personally owning his own business, and he's very generous. He helps people out. Um, he's very not frugal. What's the, like, other than generous? I can't think of the word, but he's very not tight with his money. Like, he's helped me out a lot when he can, and I don't try to use him. Like, when I need like something financially, I know he usually has it, and I try to not abuse that. But like I said, he owns his own business, and it's like he's been stepped on so many times that it's very hard for him. But that's the reason why he's not a millionaire, because all the people he's helped and nobody's ever reciprocated. But I'm really grateful to have like a couple very, very good friends in my life. So what's up, Sajin Tizik? I feel like that's like an anagram or something. Hey, Owl. I think my account. Look it up straight. Solster. So you used to watch the old Night Owls content or what? Alright, let's take a look at this account on stream here. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's called Soul Stir. Just a second, I'm messing things up here. It happens to be right at the top, and it's the first thing I noticed. But yeah, other than the 61 attack, yeah, I'll be honest with you. I like that build. I know somebody with that build, and hell, dude, that's actually probably a lot better now that new blade came out. I heard it's pretty OP, and I'm thinking you might as well get your 77 prayer. (102) combat. Yeah, I can imagine that's probably a pretty effective account. Because like I said, I know somebody with an account like that, similar to that. $16K off a prayer level is what you're saying? Hey, if anyone's out there hasn't dropped a like on the stream, let me get a like. For some reason, I just don't like asking, can I get a like or whatever? But I know it's like just what you're supposed to do, so it is what it is. I definitely milked these keys. You guys were like all on the seat of your the edge of your seat here, waiting for this one chin PK. The seat of your edge. Okay, this guy was just out there just to give me free food, feeding the poor at this point. Buying food. Do. I'm debating if we just spend the rest of the... I think I'm going to stream until 8 p.m. the rest of the day at Chins, or do we hop over to Revs? Maybe one of you guys, maybe if you're logged in, you can go ahead and like scout Revs to tell me if it's even active right now. Give me 1 second. Wow, that's cute. Did I even go to my house? Did I just go to my house and tell you right out? Is that what I just did? Apparently I didn't hit up the pool like I meant to. I don't know why I just ate another food. Me fat. Hey, that's it's like every day for me, buddy. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, I'm waiting till like 9 p.m. to even walk up to the store around the corner just because I don't want to leave my house because it's like 95 degrees outside. And you know what I'm getting already, yeah? Okay, this guy gonna... Oh, this guy's actually probably mad. Missed the prayer. Thought I freaking... Just keep on splashing. I'm already down bad. Like... If he catches it, I'm fucked. Yep. I've splashed 18 times in a row, but that's completely normal. Like, what's the actual play when it comes to... I brew. I'd never have a break. I'd never catch a freeze. I really extremely needed him not to catch that, but he hasn't missed a freeze. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a clip. What a clip. How do you like that? KO artist right there. Yo, that guy had a bank. He had a little bit of banky. Oh my god, could you imagine how mad he is right now? Dude, he just got... Dude, he's the one that got lured into multi. And then got that voider on him. Let me go ahead and sip this. He got that voider on him and he probably died in that situation. How much do you think that guy was risking? I'd say he might be having like 2 mil or something. Maybe not. Let's see. Wow. That is not bad. Almost 3.2er. That's what we need, bro. You know, it's so worth fighting these guys because, well, first of all, it's kind of shameless, but I'm not risking a lot. But, you know, at the same time, like, even if I was, like, we need the clips, so. Sweet. Dude, he probably smashed his mouse, dude. You guys want to watch that back? Let me make sure I save this in case I mess it up. Oh, that was so perfect. But to be fair, like, did he miss a single freeze? Let's find out right now. We'll just see if he had good or bad RNG. I know I was not performing very well myself, but we'll see exactly what the numbers read out. Yeah, so we're almost tied on overheads in terms of, like, not the amount, but, like, you know, he had the same percentage. You can't make an accurate, like, comparison to what our DPS should have been, just because, like, his build's a lot higher level. The DDS is just good DPS, and just everything else he had going for him. So I would say overall he definitely outperformed me, but hey, we chanced him once. There was only 11.4% chance that he died in that Gmaul situation, so he chanced me 3 times. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not claiming to be the greatest or perform the greatest on a pure. What else? Oh shit, PKW Max, thanks for the donation, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Outside of my buddy coming in here yesterday, mind you, I've known him for a while, so it feels a little bit different getting a donation from somebody I know. That's actually our biggest donation. Let me think here. No, I think somebody else, one other person did. But yeah, dude, I totally appreciate that, bro. I'm glad that, you know, at least I don't know, the W clip is, you know, at least was entertaining, and maybe that said, okay, I don't know, maybe that stimulated you to be like, yo, I'm giving this guy a $5. But yeah, I appreciate that, bro. That's sick. Yeah, dude. Sorry, dude. I'm not really used to even getting, like, donations, so I don't know how to react. Like, but I trust me, dude. I really appreciate that more than probably anybody that you can give that to that streams. Because first of all, I don't stream. Secondly, well, I haven't streamed for years. Like, this is my first experience this past couple weeks streaming, or, well, I would say few months, but I'm taking long breaks because I'm only streaming when I make the build, like work on the next video for the next build and stuff, or vice versa, work on the next build for the next video. So basically, I'm pretty new to streaming, and I'm not used to actually. I don't get any donations on my videos. Like, I'll simply ask once, like, hey, by the way, you can give me a super chat or whatever, and I've gotten like 2 in the course of like 300,000 views. So trust me, dude, that's a very uncommon thing to happen for me. So I appreciate it. And you know, make sure you guys check out the video when it comes up too. I wish I have to think about that. I wish there was a way of, like, recording the donos, but do you think YouTube has this all listed in an area I can easily find? I don't know. I'm just going to say, like, you know, it's definitely appreciated more than you know. So, man, I'm sweating, dude. I got my air conditioner on and everything. It's still not doing the trick. It's damn near 7 p.m. and it's still 91 degrees. Let me catch up on the chair. Nice peek. Yeah, bro. Well, PK, let me just tell you something about that. In terms of the growth, think about how long I've came without really making enough money. If I made money, I would definitely be more motivated. And that's like, I'm going to give you a perspective right now. I'm getting 40,000 views a month. It usually ranges anywhere from 20,000 to maybe 170,000 a month. I would say the average is around 40, 50,000. I'm getting 40,000 views this month. That's more than I make in a day off my views. That's more than I make in 2 days. Like I probably make like $100 a month off of 40,000 views. So that's just to put it in perspective that YouTube's not really that great of money unless people like you come through or you get a sponsor, and I don't have a sponsor. I never had a sponsor. I tried to get a Dubby sponsor, but like it's kind of a cheese sponsor because like realistically you are just a salesman. Like, so the way a Dubby sponsor works is you just have an offer code and then you get a percentage of the sales. Like, not gonna, like, I will still be down to get a Dubby sponsor, but like realistically, if you're able to sell a product that is like, I'm gonna be completely honest with the whole Dubby thing, it's overpriced. Like, I don't know if you ever looked at Dubby prices. If I was gonna go take that route, screw the middleman. I'll sell my own crap on my own store, right? Like, I already do that. Like, I flip stuff on Facebook Market. I'll buy stuff on AliExpress, resell it on Facebook Market and stuff. If I'm going to do that, like, I'll just start shipping stuff and selling it myself, and there's no middleman. I don't get 10%. I get the full profit. But yeah, I'm kind of going on a rant, but I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Yeah, man, much appreciated though. We got quite a bit of a pretty decent donation from my buddy yesterday too, which is nice. And when I said that we make about $100 a month on YouTube, come to think about it, that would be a good month. Prior to the donations, I only made about $70 this month. These boots are 44K. I mean, you gotta realize how long it takes to edit the videos and actually produce them and re-commentate over everything. It's just effort, bro. That's why, you know, the whole point is now we're not just milking it. We're not just like looking at the amount of money we make and then saying this is not enough and quitting. I look at YouTube as an art. Like, it's my art that I put out there, and if people enjoy it, that enough is that alone is enough. Not enough, like, well, maybe it is. I don't know. I never thought about that. Would I still make videos if I didn't get paid? I do, like, imagine, okay, I do really appreciate this. Imagine logging in to your favorite video game, RuneScape, and being able to walk around the game, and people are just like, yo, Nocturnal, love the videos, or like, bro, is that the real Nocturnal? It's like, you know how that feels? Like, a lot of people, a lot of bigger content creators, they don't give a fuck about that. But I do. So I hope I never change up, because I think that's something that's still valuable to me. Oh, bandits. Yeah, can we maybe brainstorm other PK spots for a minute here? How about we, okay, so I'll go on one more trip to the, to the chins. And then, while I'm on the trip, let's just think, you know? Let's just think of where is the best spot to PK at? Should we go to Dark Warriors and try to kill one of the bronze men? I don't think it's going to be very easy, but maybe that entails bringing a dark bow, though, because if you think about it, they're just camping overhead in melee. Yeah, we'll just have to put some thought into it. Yeah, dude. Oh, man, that was nice, dude. big ass PK, and then like I get rewarded for, you know, get rewarded in the chat for I don't know what, honestly. All right. Dude, I have such a hard time, like my focus is everywhere when I'm streaming. And like my mind's just like in a million different places right now. I'd go Shia LaBeouf over a short. What does that mean? Like you don't want the attention or something is what you're saying? I do know a younger person from this RuneScape community that actually was like a childhood star that I'm not going to mention names, but he became like that in the sense that he lost all like appreciation for having any kind of fame, or like he never really fully put that level of work into it that a lot of people put into to actually feel like he worked for it. So it's like it kind of corrupted him a little bit. But I've always been telling him for years and years, I'm like, dude, you are famous. Like, and I don't mean RuneScape famous. I mean way bigger than that. Like, put it this way, his channel's bigger than Odablock, and his channel was bigger than Odablock's is now 5 years ago. And we've been telling him like scratch that, like 8 years ago. We've been telling him for years, like, make something of this. We all, like, us adults, we work our entire lives to try to achieve what was basically handed down to you. And I'm not saying who did it or who helped him, but because then you'll know exactly who it is. And he might even be in the chat. So that's, you know, I'm obviously not going to say his name. I wouldn't say even if he wasn't here, but the point is, it's like, I just hope one day he understands how rare and important that opportunity is. Yeah, and I wish I could, like, it sounds like I'm just speaking random because I'm not mentioning names, but it's kind of probably the best decision to make. What am I doing here? Teleportation. Got my screen region set right. Okie dokie. Dude, I feel like stuff happens like what just happened. Like, I get a little excited, and now I just like my focus is even worse. Like, I get a pretty juicy PK, then I get a dono, and it's like, I gotta kind of get used to this, you know. If I'm gonna keep streaming, I gotta like not let this take my focus away. Well, no, it sounded bad because the way I worded it was like, well, I'm not gonna say it because he could be in the chat. You know what I mean? That sounds pretty nefarious. Like I would say it if he wasn't here. You know what I mean? So I had to kind of like backpedal a little bit there. The only way that, you know, I wouldn't say it. The only way you would know is if he came in here and he said something about it, which he doesn't talk about it. So he doesn't brag about it. He doesn't like make it a thing, you know, so chances are you'll never know. Wow, we just ran into this, just hopped worlds and run right into this guy. This guy looks like a guy we don't even need to blow our load on. Yep. Wow, this guy is... Damn, bro. Talk about rolling in money. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I guess you could say I word a lot of things funny, but... You know what it is, though? A lot of times when I'm talking, I find contradictions in what I'm saying during, like, while I'm saying it, because there's so many loose ends to everything that I, like, backpedal a little bit, and it happens quite often. Like what I just did, you know? Like, I guess you could say if one has an open enough mind, their ability to what's the word? To be decisive. You know, if your mind is too open, your decisiveness is going to falter a little bit, right? Because a lot of times I'll say, I know X, Y, or Z, but a lot of people are like, no, you're wrong. I'm not going to be like, well, no, I'm not even going to look it up because I know I'm right. You know what I mean? Because, so the thing about that is, like, I think it's important that even when you know something, you just take it with, you know, a 99.9% grain of salt, like, and then just consider the 0.1% to be, you know, you don't know anything for certain kind of deal, right? Like, I don't even know if I'm just in a box right now in a hologram, like, talking to myself, right? I don't know if I'm in a padded room right now, just, who knows, like... Okay, we're going to hit a D-fire. This is how we know simulation's correct. We're going to hit a big D-fire. On this hit right here, big D-fire coming in. Okay, never mind. Wow, brother. He really slaved his ass off for that bucket of loot. He just... I don't think so, buddy. Ooh, that was fresh. Should have smited that. I mean, you know, I'm not even gonna lie, like... This feels like, almost like it, like pre-EOC. Like, I feel like there's actual people I can kill out here. Like, I don't feel like I'm, like, the weakest link right now. I should be smiting things like that, though. Brother, like, you really had that? This guy was PKing with a 121k risk. Oh, well. Oh, well, I'd still much rather kill a guy who's PKing for 121k than a guy with chins with 121k. And once again, I'd rather find somebody who will only feel comfortable out there risking a low amount than to not be able to fight anybody. So if anyone's sitting there discouraging people with low risk, I would say to them, well, how about you just fight nobody? Because that's the other option. I know it is for me. Like, I know I would, you virtually, unless I was very positive KD, positive, what do you call it? Positive profit, and I could afford to risk more, I definitely would. But right now we're still at the fun stage, you know? Yeah, those people that claim I know everything, or I know over a piece of info or advice usually are narcissists. Yeah, hmm. I don't even want to say. I was gonna say I know somebody, so to speak, that does that, but you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna like a, I'm not gonna publicly, uh, what's the word? Not deform. Like there's deformation, but what it would it be called publicly deforming somebody? Because that doesn't sound right. I'm not gonna publicly deformate somebody's character if deformate is even a word. But you know what I mean? Like I don't like if it was just me and you in a Discord or something, I'd probably say, hey, X, Y, and Z does this or whatever. But I'm not gonna say that over YouTube. But yes, I know somebody very close to me that. Well, that's all I'm gonna say. They kind of do it. I don't want to give too many details. Um, I wish I could say another bit of detail, but I don't like it's gonna make it obvious, so I'm not gonna say it. So you see how like I kind of overthink things? I overthink things to the point where it actually becomes stupid. Yeah, I don't like to talk bad about somebody behind their back where they can't represent themselves. Because I've learned that that's something that bothers me. Like I wouldn't do it to somebody else, because oftentimes, a lot of people, and I've had this happen to me a lot in my life, where you find out something about yourself that you never even knew through word of mouth and loudmouths talking. Like, gee, I never knew that about myself, because typically it's not true. It's just gossip. Well, overthinking is better than underthinking for the people you're around, but sometimes it's not good for the person that's actually the one overthinking. It could be kind of a not always the greatest experience for the person that's overthinking. Sometimes I'm drinking and I'm not overthinking and I'm thinking like Lincoln. Here's the thing though, when I drink, I don't let things bother me as much. I'm actually a nicer person, which is kind of a bad thing because that's like it's not good to drink. I'm not drinking right now, but I'm just gonna say like that's the reason why I drink is because it's like a lot of people say it's a depressant, but like, dude, my mind goes in a very happy place. I'm a very friendly drunk. I don't understand these people that like when they take a drink, they start like bringing up like childhood traumas and stuff like that. If I were to ever do that when I'm drinking, it's more like more of like a relief. But these people, not that I do that, but if I did, it would be. But these people, they literally like they rage out and stuff. I don't understand the rager kind of drinker. You know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do like maybe like a little bit of a semi-drunk stream. Probably if I did that, it would be like maybe I would get to a certain point, because when I drink too much to be on stream. Like I don't want to be on stream when I'm that drunk. So I'd probably get to the point where I'm still coherent and then be like, okay, well, it's getting to that point in time. I'm going to shut the stream off. I'll see you guys later. I don't know if you guys want to join me on a little drinking stream, but I do not encourage drinking if it's a problem for you. I'm a bad drunk in the sense that I just drink too much. Like, it's such an unfortunate life that we live in that, it's such a bad thing for your system. But I think it's crazy in a weird way, you're gonna. It sounds really retarded, but if it weren't for alcohol, I don't know where I would be. Like in the sense, in a good sense, like it's been a tool for me to numb the bad feelings, and like, you know, kind of put me in a better headspace. And that sounds like, you know, what would be the word for that? That sounds like not making excuses or justifying. You know, a lot of alcoholics, they justify, and that's a big part of the addiction. Well, it's a Saturday. Obviously, you know, it's a Saturday. Why can't I drink a little bit more tonight or whatever? You know what I mean? And then, you know, you drink a lot on a Saturday, and you realize, well, the next day, you know, you need a little bit more. You know, like, and you need to taper off, and it's like, I don't know, but it's like, wait, no, it's Sunday. It's still a weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's like that with other things, but you know, Will, I think technically it's not good for you, actually. I mean, you know how they used to say a glass of wine was actually heart healthy, to drink one glass of wine a day? They've actually done studies in modern times that actually says that that's not beneficial at all. But who's to say that, you know, what it does to your mental, like, you know, decreasing your nerves and making you more relaxed, isn't going to lead to better cardio health or something like that, right? I don't think it's really that black and white. Yeah, let's just say, like, you know, in a sense, I'm a little bit more hood than I sound. So you could probably take a guess what I drink, what my homies drink. But, you know, just because I'm in the hood doesn't mean I gotta sound like a damn J-Rock or something. J-Rock, baby. Were you taking a nonsenses? Yeah, I'm probably don't want to even know what my state of my liver's in, to be honest with you. I'm just chilling. You know, it's funny too. People say like, "Oh, I know you're struggling with an alcohol addiction." That's like saying, it's more like saying you struggle with enjoying something. You know what I mean? I would say if you're struggling with alcohol addiction, it's more like you're dependent to the point where it's unsafe to actually not drink. I wouldn't say I'm to that point. I know people that are, but for me, it's more like the long-term degradation of my health that's really the threat. Did you see that? Oh man, I thought he was dead, so I didn't even switch to the bow. Brother, those are some hits. What do you have, 6K? That's my guess. 26K. Okay, don't let me forget the glory, okay? Actually, we're gonna get it right here so we don't forget. I don't think this loot is not going into the clips. Nah. You know, the last video I made, I would say maybe 20% at the most of the kills that I got actually went into the video, because I realized nobody wants to see a bunch of little kills. What's gonna make it to this video is most of the real player fights, and probably, depending on how many we have, like, it's a certain loot threshold. I know that guy that big kill we just got, that's making it in. But that's what people want to see, so it's is what it is, mate. All right. We gotta have the glory. Don't forget that shit. We're gonna have to pick up some house tabs pretty soon too. No, Will, you know the weird thing about that though is I don't think the way my body works, I don't think an alcohol withdrawal would ever cause shakes for me. Even though I've definitely had like what I think was an alcohol withdrawal at some point in time. Like, you know, after like weeks of binge drinking. But I've never had the shakes. I just, if anything, I have like maybe unsteady gait and like very unsteady hands and just shaky in the sense like if I were to PK right now and I was having an alcohol withdrawal, it would affect me. I think, honestly, you know, I think that's partially what it was yesterday because the day before, and that was pretty mild, but the day before I drank a little bit more than normal. And that's probably why my clicks were a little off. If you noticed, it's gotten a lot better today. And it's probably not where it could be. Like, I definitely could be a little bit better than I am right now, but yesterday was a kind of a mess. But also, I guess it's because, you know, we took a break from PKing, particularly pure PKing. And it's just having the muscle memory back again, you know? Yeah, I think some people, and well, probably most people are a lot more susceptible to having an actual withdrawal. So it seems, from what I've seen. But maybe I'm not drinking that much. Like, I've drank, like, tell me if this is enough to give you a withdrawal. I've drank, like, the equivalent of, like, 16 beers every day for 3 weeks straight. And then at no point did I have like an actual shaking withdrawal from that when I was sober. Mind you, I don't ever drink during the day, so I would put myself prone to being able to have that happen. The reason why I don't drink during the day is because like I'd be dead, bro. Like if you caught me drinking the like second I woke up. Put it this way, when I'm talking about 16 beers a night for every night for like 3 weeks or something like that, that's me. That's only for the last like 3 or 4 to 5 hours of my night. If you caught me the whole 16 hours from the moment I woke up drinking, bro. Yeah, I got a buddy who he's I consider him the worst alcoholic I've ever seen in my life. And there's a million stories I could tell, but I'm going to tell you one that he's one time he basically bit his tongue in half because he had a seizure. And he like almost like not directly in the center, but he bit the side off and it was just like kind of hanging there. Imagine if you bit the center and he had one of those fork tongues. That'd be kind of crazy. Even though that's kind of impossible, I feel like. But yeah, he bit right through his damn tongue. Like, I want to say like an inch and a half deep. Or like, you know, cut directly in half, but an inch and a half from tip to the end of the cut. Like, pretty damn bad. What are we doing here? I feel like I'm missing something. Hey, before I go out back to PKing, you guys want to hear a tribute song I made for my buddy who passed away? Luckily, I can play it because it's my own music. I don't have to worry about no copyrights. Hopefully switching accounts on another window doesn't affect anything negatively. All right, so this is 100% my lyrics, but I use a very good AI tool to produce the music, so I'm just going to be transparent with that. But really, what's the important thing here is the lyrics are 100% mine, and so is the videos. Well, the video is a video of him and what he used to do, something called urbex, and it's a spliced it's spliced footage from what he used to do with my lyrics on it. Are you guys interested? Um, maybe. I don't know if I don't know what I want to say here too much. We'll just say maybe when I drink. Okay. Uh, are you guys actually interested in me showing you this music video I made? I would just want to showcase like the lyrics and the message that I put out there. Would you guys be down to watch this music video that I made? I want opinions, so I'm gonna play it anyway. All right. Even though we got 4 people in here, 5 people in here, maybe. It says 3, 4, and 5. There's 3 different numbers, but that's kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and play this music video that I made for my buddy who passed away, and well, I hope you guys like it. All right, check it out. This is a buddy I met on RuneScape, actually. You like Oh, no, 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 no! Don't play that! Don't play that! I hope that doesn't get me a strike Or you know what it is. Did you guys dig the lyrics or what? Hopefully me saying no 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 at the end was almost like considering that like an alteration of that song that was just playing, so it doesn't count as a monetization, what do you call it? Not a strike, but a claim. So what do you guys, do you dig it or no? Or was that lame, do you guys think? I know a lot of people don't really listen to lyrics, so probably would take a couple times of hearing it. Doesn't seem like I got much of a crowd reaction out of that one, so I'll just leave it alone. Um, yeah, well, let me take a look here. I know YouTube, like the actual, what do you call it? Like the captions that they have that like is just AI basically is not always accurate. But I think I have that song. I think I have the lyrics in the chat or in the comment section of that song. Let me just look. Yeah, the lyrics are in the comment section. I feel like the lyrics are very, very easy to understand though, and they're not. It's not super metaphorical in the sense like it's not like a lot of the things I do will be like quadruple entendres and stuff, and it doesn't really have that. It's structured differently than a lot of the stuff I would make. Alright, let's see if this noob's gonna get on me again. Just get cleared by a Gmaul or he gets put in the multi. Good shit. When I read lyrics once, I hear it and understand. All right, let me do this for you then. They got my word for that. They got a word for that. By the way, Big Boy, I don't think I've seen you in here. Welcome to the chat. I'll just go ahead and link the video if you care at all. I mean, let's just say I put my soul into this one, so you know that's why the only reason why I showed you guys. But if you care at all, I'll link it in here. And this channel that I'm gonna show you is my second channel. I currently started up 2 new channels, but this one is kind of like a passion project of mine. Experimental channel where I just try to see what sticks and just try to see what works. I like all different kinds of content. Oh, special ed, yes. Exactly. Yeah, this is the music video link if you care, if you want to read those lyrics or whatever at some point. Special Edward. That's my name. Das Wait, is it? You could be right. Wait, what the hell? How did that happen? Okay, good call. Let me try to... Oh, I think I've done this before. I think I know what happened. Essentially, you're in the studio and you have the link that brings to the studio, but it's only... It's like a private link, essentially. I see what I did there. Alright, here it is right here. See how it says studio? That just means I'm in the if you know, if you have a YouTube channel, you would know like what the studio is, but all right, let's get back to PKing, okay? It reminds me of that thing that everyone does to Odablock. It's like, I really love your content. It's inspiring. It's helped me on hard days. JK, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Oh, this guy has the blade. Dude, it's too bad we didn't know he had the blade and we were smiting the whole time. Brother! Man, that's not good. I think we're gonna die. A 40 with what? Well, I guess at least we got a chance on that guy. He's got, you know, better gear and all that. Ah, dude, if I knew he had that blade, what I would have done would be like wait for the perfect moment, make sure I get his prayer and like get his prayer down to the point, or how do I say that? Smite him just a little, or get him to the point where I know his prayer is not completely full, and then actually go to Gmaul when he has high HP, but put Smite on, and have a chance at smiting that, because what is that blade worth? Does anyone know? People said it was good, too. I didn't really see anything amazing there, but... What was that 40 he hit, though? I'm just looking here. I think he had me out brewed, too. I beat him on tracker. Just saw. In case you guys want to see. It's interesting, though, that he actually beat me on prayers. Usually people beat me, or I beat people on prayers and they beat me on tracker. This time he beat me on prayers and I beat him on tracker. That seems kind of weird. I don't know. Especially considering his 60 attack and he has that weapon that's supposed to be overpowered. It seems like the tracker would say something else, but... Oh well. Yeah, those boots are definitely insane. He didn't have those boots on, did he? Let me just look back at this. Yeah, his +1 was that blade, but how much is that worth? Does anyone know? It like gives the appearance that it's like a cheap item, if I'm being honest. Oh yeah. Let's look at one last thing here. Of course, this is like my new favorite thing about the tracker. Okay, how many times did we chance him versus how many times did he chance us? Okay, so we know the tracker that part of the tracker is actually wrong. Unless we misinterpret what KO attempts means, that's wrong. Because if it was right, he would have 1 because he killed me, right? You can't kill somebody without chancing them. And also, I don't believe if I did chance him, it would only be a 6.5%. That doesn't sound right. Maybe what a KO... I actually don't know what a KO attempt is. Other than just sending a spec, I don't know what that would be. But yeah, like, that sucks. I thought we would be able to rely on the tracker for that, at least. That's something that should be obvious, I feel like. Yo, by the way, anyone new up in this stream, appreciate you dropping a like. Gotta just say that every once in a while, you know, keep you on your toes. Or you could just... What is even the point of this? Like, you just send these little hearts and smileys and stuff, but it doesn't... I don't think it does anything. You know? It doesn't even say who is doing it either. That's the funny thing. Alright, let's get back at it. We got, Damn, I said we go up until 8. Man, time's flying by. We'll send up, like, 1 or 2 more trips out there. All right, let's see how fast I can gear up without my ADHD taking control. I should have been smiting. Like, who knows what that blade's worth? Like, I don't even have a clue, honestly. I don't need 3 of those. Gotta get my anti-disestablishmentarianism. What else? I bring a stamina, but you know, come to think about it, I've like not used it yet. Let me just see something here. Oh yes, the Barrage 6. Definitely need more than 10 bolts. Something seems weird with the inventory. Maybe because I normally put that there. Alright, we got a couple more runs in us. Are you peeking at chins or are you catching chins? Wow, what a noob. Alright, maybe, what's your RSN? So maybe I don't get on you. Unless you want to fight. Did you say that earlier? I feel like you did. Or I feel like I heard that. I kind of like looked at the word or whatever and I just like, my brain didn't comprehend it, but now you say it again and now I'm like, okay, it's your account. Just didn't get if you caught it or not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I missed it in a sense. Remember that being said, but I don't remember you saying it was your account or whatever. Wait, am I, oh, wait. Did I not just freeze this guy? Did I not just freeze this guy? Or is there two? Did I splash? Interesting. What's your F keys map to? What's up, Myth? escape inventory, F1 spec, F2 prayers, F3 spellbook. Yama. Where do you think they come up with these names of like creatures in RuneScape? Christina Yamaguchi, or like what is it? Bro, like come on now. You didn't log before I clicked on you. Oh wow. Well, that explains it. Wow. Finally got a kill. But the guy we just killed just did more damage than I did to him. Damn chin. Man, it's freaking 8 p.m. and it's still 90 degrees outside. Do we want to take this on? Oh, hell yeah. I'll follow you into multi, boy. I didn't think so. Wait, did he come back? Well, the F key thing is part of the game now. You don't need Rune Light, so I don't know. I don't think it's always been part of the game. Could be wrong. Maybe it is. I don't know. I will admit to maybe unlocking F keys a little late in the game, but yeah. I wonder if this guy is worth blowing a spec on. Never mind. How could his HP be that low? I guess he's only level 47. Z. That's interesting. I could see how maybe that might be more comfortable on your, like, the way you position your hand, maybe. I feel like having my hand on the F keys all the time is kind of strainful over, like, time. You know what would be actually really OP is if you had, like just a 4-button controller that you could have in your left hand. That you could have your hand, well, that too, but you only got 2 feet. Just imagine you had like a 4-button controller. You just squeeze your fingers. That could be like really efficient, like, and comfortable. I should like do a Shark Tank thing on that. Yeah, but then you have to move your foot though, kind of like a gas pedal. I'd rather have it like finger on the trigger type of deal. Come on, buddy. Oh my god. Like actually, think about the likelihood of that. We have this guy log in. It's like that never happens. We never have a person, an actual PKer log in. But what are the chances that we have 2 PKers log in, making it so I don't even have a fight? 2 absolute noobs that I could have cleared. That's like, I don't know what the odds of that is. We virtually had almost nobody log in. What are the chances that 2 random people log in at the same damn time? What ain't big? I gotta remember to smite too, because if you're talking about the loot that they had isn't big, that's obviously true, but it's like, you know, smite could come in clutch. And also, really, realistically, I mean, unless it's like a crazy, exorbitantly expensive item, like a Zarite bow or something, it's more about the clip than it is the actual loot, in my opinion. But I don't know, maybe you're talking about the foot pedal still. I have no idea. Maybe you could play with your toes, you know? Re-up our potions, we're down a bit. Literally down 6 levels. I think this is going to be our last trip of the stream. We'll just try to get... Well, never mind. Wow. Why is it... Oh, why does somebody show up at the worst time every time? I'm coming back. Wee-woo, 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 wee-woo. Like, I don't want to fight you when I don't have spec. Where were you with the last 30 worlds that I hopped to? Hopefully he's not smart enough to just hop to this world. We didn't even check the other person's loot. I'm going to come back, and the only reason I'm coming back for one more trip is strictly because, you know, we have a human being to fight. $7.20. All right, there's a very, very slim chance that that guy will be back in the world. We can only hope. Maybe one of these years we can actually hop worlds. Alright, what are we doing here? We gotta have our shiz. just realized something. Alright. Last trip. Unless something happens to make me go on another one, I don't know. Just very unlikely to find this guy back out here. One could only hope. I just didn't want to fight him without spec, you know? Especially not knowing what I had in my keys. Nothing. Dude, as soon as I get on this guy, this other PKer comes by. Yeah, this is real fair. I think we're done. This is messed up. Just continue to hit nothing and get railed. Yep, 33 on prayer. Oh my god, I didn't mean to sip that. Nice little max you got there. Where's my guy? No, don't catch the insta. Brother, the pathing is just excellent in this game. Watch, he's gonna win it. God, it's just a troll. Bro, like, I get so desperate, I get on a fucking 101 or a 104, and then same game tick I get on this guy, the mysterious 1 in a million PKers that I could fight just logs in. Like, why do I get trolled like that? Like, I get on a 104, and then, like, the same game tick, we get the rare opportunity to fight somebody else, or we would have had the opportunity. And that guy literally, like, let's take a look at our tracker, actually. Let me hit up the dual or the Ferox to get rid of this poison first. Then I go to click south, and my guy literally just does the hokey pokey. And he turns himself around like an Xbox 360. Yo, Trail Mix, you still out there? You remember when Nick was being a complete idiot? He's like, you don't get it? Like, that's an Xbox. I used to have an Xbox, and I turned around. I did a 360. I'm like, Nick, the 360 means you turn around and you come back to the same place. This guy literally caught. Here, let me show you the tracker here if possible. So I got him off 55% of prayers. He did almost 200 damage over his deserved, but he caught 9 out of 10 freezes. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. All right. All right, guys. I'll see you. Hopefully pull up tomorrow, guys. Boys. Pull up tomorrow. Later, lads.